Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Good morning. It is like noon. So I just wanted to get on here for a second and talk about an issue that happened in my community the other day.
Your community?
My community the other day. And it's gonna be a little bit more of a serious conversation if you can't tell by this serious atmosphere.
It really is a serious.
It is serious though. So yeah, I just wanted to talk about it because it's kind of like very reflective on how life in society is today. So yeah. So where do I start? I was on Instagram and I saw on someone that I know's story a video. They posted a link to a video that was on another Instagram page that was, and I'll put it in here at some point. It was a video of a school board meeting in my town, and it was for like my school district. And this guy was putting on a mask, and then he like put his hand up like this for a second. And so everyone started screaming, Nazi, Nazi, like, why are you putting up a Nazi symbol? And then they started saying, like, oh, you're a white supremacist. And then everyone in the comments, like, people
attacking him.
Yeah, everyone that I know at my school, are like, oh my god, that's terrible, it's disgusting, and people are so hateful nowadays,
So
blah, blah, blah. Never
post
post on stories. And so I was like, oh, wow. The first time I watched it, I was confused because the first time I watched it, I didn't see a Nazi symbol. I was like, I don't know what that means.
For real? After everything, you're gonna put up the Nazi sign? There's no one to see that? White power, right? Or black power?
And I was scrolling through the comments and something didn't sit right with me at first, but I just kind of ignored it because I chose to believe that it was the Nazi symbol because everyone was saying it was. And I looked it up, and apparently this is the Nazi like salute. And I don't stand for Nazis. I'm just saying. But
Then you showed me.
then I showed you and I showed my dad, and they were like, "Oh, just you could talk about that, like your reaction."
Okay, so she showed it. Well, first she said somebody put up the Nazi symbol at the meeting, and I was like, what? And she showed me the video, and I was like, that's it? That's what everyone's having freaking out about? He literally raised his hand. And she's like, Mom, she started to get angry at me because she thought that I was like sort of defending him, and he's a Nazi. Why are you defending him? And I'm like, he literally like was waving at someone or putting up his hand, or like you can put up your hand real quick and it's not a Nazi symbol. Like not everything is not everything is bad in the world. Not everything is racist in the world.
I know, but I think what got me was like with the context of like everyone thought it was, and he didn't jump up and say no, that's not what I was doing, and everyone was like attacking him. I was just like, oh, it must have really actually been the Nazi. Because also, without the context, like in the video, you don't know what they were talking about beforehand, so you don't know what made him do that either. So I was thinking, did they like say something about like, I don't know, Black Lives Matter or something, and he decided to put up his beliefs? I didn't know what it was, so I was just like, oh wow, he's a Nazi supporter.
They took one little clip, and here's the thing that I kept saying to Savannah too. I was like, how did they know that he was gonna do it? Because they had the camera zoomed in on him before he did it, and then he raised his hand, and then they zoomed out, and I was like, how did they know he was gonna do that?
Yeah.
It's not like it makes no sense to me.
Yeah. But then today my parents showed me a clip, and it made me feel really embarrassed and really like guilty. I'll try, if I can find it, I'll put it in here too. But the guy basically came out and said that he feels really bad because everyone's, attacking him and sending him hate.
They're trying to get him fired.
And trying to get him fired and stuff, and they're ruining his life because of this. But really, it wasn't the Nazi symbol at all. He's like, I'm not racist. Him and his wife went to the meeting, and they didn't have masks on. And these people, like one of the like ladies or something, was like pointing at him or something, and like, he was like, maybe we should put a mask on because everyone had one.
Needs to be wearing a mask in this building.
Yeah.
And he thought, oh shoot, me and my wife aren't wearing a mask, and she's looking right at me.
Yeah.
So he put on his mask.
And he like raised his hand to be like, respect, be like,
"Sorry,
yeah, I put my mask
that was
on
me,"
now, like
yeah.
that was me. And
That
so,
was it.
and also when you put it in context and you rewatch the video, it makes a lot of sense because he puts the mask on right before and he just goes,
Yeah.
because it wasn't like a raising hand like he was about to say something either. So it was just like this. And I mean, people kind of do that all the time. Like when you're driving, they'll be like,
Yeah.
like to like, you know, but yeah, so that's what it really was. And that made me feel super guilty because I kind of fell into the trap.
Shortly after the meeting started, the president of the school board made an announcement that anybody on school property needed to be wearing a mask. My wife and I were sitting there without a mask, so I got a little nervous. It seemed like she was looking at me and singling me out, so I've been taught to respect authority. I quickly grabbed a mask and put it on, and I raised my hand to her to acknowledge to her, yeah, I'm the one that didn't have it, and I'm good to go now, so that it could continue. And I just tried to get out of the spotlight. I put my head down and let everything go on. And then next thing I hear from behind, there's people yelling Nazi signal, Nazi symbols. What, are you gonna let him make those? I'm like, I was mortified. So I didn't know how to react. I sat there. I don't want to confront mobs or agitate anything, so I just sat there and let things pass. People now labeling me as a racist, white supremacist, Nazi, neo-Nazi, that I should burn in hell, and apparently they're even trying to get me fired now. So I just felt that I need to set the record straight of what actually happened. I absolutely in no way condone any kind of racism, white supremacy, anything like that. I think I denounce any kind of hatred whatsoever. I think that is absolutely wrong, any kind of hate. I just wanted to bring a little bit of truth to light to what actually happened. So thank you for listening.
Like, and this isn't a lot either, because the first time I watched the video and saw the comments, I was honestly a little bit like put off by it. The first time I watched it and saw the comments, I was like, oh, I don't know why people are like, I don't know, because it's not like he put up a swastika. It wasn't, you know, it wasn't super clear to me what he was doing, and that's why I was kind of confused. I was like,
People who are very, very white supremacy are going to make it known what they're doing. And it was a real quick, like, that was me.
And the guy who was actually there, and he started talking, he started saying stuff about like black lives and stuff, which has nothing to do with Nazis. And so that also put me off a little bit. And I'm like, even if it was a racist thing, that has nothing to do with black people either. I'm not saying that's okay. I'm just saying, like, it just doesn't make sense to me why that was a thing. And it was also just kind of ironic to me how everyone in the comments was like, why are people so hateful in this community? And yet, without knowing the full story, everyone was going and attacking
on
him.
This bandwagon of hate. That's the problem with society today. Before you even know the story on stuff, everyone is turning everything into a racial issue, discrimination issue, a hate issue. And he was being respectful and listening to the authorities, or the board telling him to put on his mask. And everyone, the guy who screamed Nazi, he should be the one getting all the damn hate.
Yeah, and he's the one that turned it into that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I didn't post anything about it and stuff because I was like, I don't know, I don't want to like feed into this. So I didn't comment on it. I didn't post anything. And I still feel like after his apology and stuff, people are still gonna think he's lying or something. He just came up with a story to save himself.
Yeah, everyone's still gonna have this thought of he's just making up a story to save his ass. That is the problem with today's society.
Today's society is kind of messed up because I just feel like everyone's trying to get rid of hate, right? Everyone's like, oh, we want equality. We want everyone to be peaceful with each other. But what they're doing is they're turning around and making it worse by pitting people against each other and saying that every single thing is offensive. And like, even like, I don't know, like we were binging Friends the other day, and I was hearing jokes in there that if people made those jokes in TV now, that show would get canceled immediately.
Yeah.
Because and to me, I find them funny. Like, they were about, like, even, like, women, right? And they were, like, making fun of women. But I'm not offended by it. It was just a funny joke in a show that I love. But, like, in today's society, people get offended so easily.
Yeah.
And people just hate on everything. Like, you can make light of a situation with comedy, right? But not anymore, because it's hateful, apparently. But it's okay to be hateful when you think someone's being hateful. And it's okay to be hateful. Like, I don't know why people think it's... I don't know.
There's your dad.
Yeah, or it's okay to be
it's not.
hateful towards white people. Because white people are always racist. And, you know, other races can't be racist. And it's okay to be hateful towards all the other cultural groups. Because they're not oppressed like black people and stuff. You know? It just doesn't make sense to me why everyone's comparing their issues and trying to make it seem like their issues are worse than other people's, and like
everyone's makes it seem like it's okay to be hateful towards people who are top of the food chain, or people, I don't know. It's just, I just feel so bad for this guy, and no matter what I said last night, Savannah was still kind of like, no, it's the Nazi symbol.
Because that's what everyone was saying, so I thought they had proof.
That's the reason why that this is a problem. Somebody like Savannah is very easily going to be manipulated into thinking that that's what this guy was doing.
It's because of social media. With social media, you can take a tiny clip of anything. Like, they even do it on TV. They'll take tiny clips of stuff and put them together for like a preview and make it look like something happened that didn't, because they're just taking tiny clips out of context.
I think they also doxed him.
What does that mean?
They put public where he lives.
Really?
Mm-hmm. All his information.
Wasn't he getting like death threats too?
Death
like,
threats.
I don't understand. Like, also, if you're trying to promote not spreading hate, then why are you sending death threats to people? That's not okay.
Right,
Like, even to
exactly.
people that I don't like, for instance, Charlie D'Amelio is getting a lot of hate. I don't like her, but I'm not going and saying, like, you should go die.
Right.
Like, no. I'm not trying to be hateful. And that's what all of you guys are trying to prevent, yet you're being even more hateful because, I don't know, people are just making it worse. Like, even like she was talking about in her generation, like in the 90s and stuff, things were more simple because they weren't talked about as much. Like, being gay and stuff, for instance, wasn't always accepted, but, and like, you know, like there were racist people and stuff, but it wasn't talked about so much and stuff that like it became a worse problem than it is.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Things are becoming worse now than they ever were because of social media, and because of people saying I want equality. What they're trying really to do is make themselves ahead of the game. They're trying to make themselves the better ones and put like white people down, or put straight people down, or
Yeah.
put, you know, people, you know, I don't know.
Yeah, as a Christian, I just think that no matter what people want to do with their lives, like, I just think you should respect people and spread love and not hate, especially when you don't know the full story. And
People who are
like,
fighting
if you
for
don't like something, just move past it. If you say it doesn't bother you, then just get over it and move on with your day. You don't need them in your life if it's gonna bother you. Like,
even if he did the Nazi symbol, does he deserve all that hate? No. But he didn't do the Nazi symbol. And the people who are fighting for equality, I think that they don't understand truly what equality is.
because they're putting other people down in order to
Put themselves
up. Which, yes, I see you guys, other people were oppressed. Us women were oppressed and still are. But just because of that, like, I'm not going around saying I hate all men. I judge people based on their character, not based on the color of their skin, how they identify, who they like, their religion, like, anything.
Yeah. Yep. People, if we had true equality in the world, then no set of people would have a special day, a special month, a special parade, a special this, a special that. Nobody would be special.
Yeah.
Not one thing would be special. Everybody would be completely equal.
Yeah.
But
Like, yes, I don't want to sound offensive because I'm not trying to be racist and I'm not trying to offend people. But like, yes, I understand and I respect that black people have done amazing things. They have. White people have also done amazing things. Latinas have done amazing things.
Jews
have done amazing things. Asians have done
Asians have-
amazing things. Amazing
Amazing.
things. Native Americans have done amazing things. Everyone's done amazing things. Stop separating yourselves more. Okay, well, anyway, the boys are waiting for us.
Yeah, it's Father's Day, so we have to run inside.
Yeah.
We're here at my stepdad's house. But yeah, we really wanted to talk about this because I feel so awful for this man. He did not deserve any of this hate whatsoever. He did not make the Nazi symbol. It was clear that he didn't make it. He was like, yeah, kind of like how you like wave to someone real quick. That's all he did. And he's getting all this hate. Everybody's jumping on the bandwagon because one person screamed Nazi. Now everybody believes he's a Nazi.
Because it was the exact opposite. He was trying to be respectful.
Yeah, this needs to stop. This needs to stop.
Yeah. Just stop being hateful, guys. Why don't you just keep your mouths shut, keep your thoughts to yourselves, and move on with your own lives? Don't worry about what everyone else is doing, okay?
That's right.
Bye.